The sky, Father, and Earth, Mother were separated by force. Long, long ago, before the first sunrise, before the first whisper of wind, the world was whole. There was no separation between the earth and the sky. The sky Father and the earth Mother lived together in perfect harmony, their love so strong that nothing could come between them. The sky Father was vast and endless, his body filled with stars and clouds. The earth Mother was warm and nurturing, her body covered in forests, rivers, and mountains. Together, they held the world in balance. But there was one who grew jealous of their love, the Shadow Serpent. The Shadow Serpent was a creature of darkness, slithering in the unseen corners of the world. He hated the light of the sky, Father, and the warmth of the earth, Mother. He wanted the world to be his alone, cold and empty. So he whispered lies into the ears of the other spirits, telling them that the sky, Father, and earth, Mother were too powerful, that their love would swallow the world whole. At first the spirits did not believe him, but the Shadow Serpent was cunning. He showed them visions of storms that never ended, of roots that choked the rivers, of fire that burned without ceasing. He made them fear the unity of the sky, Father, and earth, Mother. Slowly, doubt crept into their hearts. The spirits gathered together and made a terrible decision. They would separate the two. One night, while the sky Father was resting, the spirits acted. They wove a great net of wind and lightning. With all their strength, they threw it over the sky Father and pulled him upward. He cried out in pain, his voice shaking the world. The earth Mother reached for him, but the spirits pushed her down, binding her with chains of stone and rivers. No matter how hard they fought, the distance between them grew. The sky Father was lifted higher and higher, until he was far above the earth. The world changed in that moment. The sky Father's tears became the first rain. His cries became the thunder. The earth Mother's sorrow made the mountains tremble, and her sighs became the wind. They longed for each other, but they could no longer touch. The Shadow Serpent laughed, for he had won. The world was divided, and darkness crept into the space between the sky and the earth. But the sky Father and earth Mother were not so easily defeated. Though they were apart, their love remained. The sky Father stretched his fingers downward, and they became the rays of the sun, warming the earth Mother's face. The earth Mother raised her arms, and from them grew the tallest trees, reaching toward the sky. The stars, which were the sky Father's eyes, watched over the earth every night, and though they were apart, they found ways to speak, through the songs of birds, through the rustling of leaves, through the gentle touch of rain. The Shadow Serpent grew furious. He had separated them, but their love was still strong. So he sent storms to punish them, floods to drown the earth, and fire to scorch the sky. But every time, the sky Father and earth Mother endured. The other spirits, seeing the suffering they had caused, began to regret their actions. They saw that the Shadow Serpent had tricked them. One by one, the spirits turned against the Shadow Serpent. They could not undo what had been done. The sky Father and earth Mother could never be fully united again. But they could ease their pain. The spirits made a promise. Every morning, the sky Father would send the sun to warm the earth. Every evening, he would paint the sky with colors to remind the earth Mother of his love. And sometimes, when the world was quiet, the spirits would let the sky Father's tears fall as rain. So the earth Mother would know he still wept for her. And so even now, though they are apart, the sky Father and earth Mother are never truly separated. The wind carries their whispers, the rivers reflect their faces, and the stars shine as a reminder. Love cannot be destroyed, not even by force. And if you listen closely on a quiet night, you might hear them still calling to each other across the endless sky.